Hello, and welcome to my presentation, which will provide a high-level overview of metadata and how it relates to information architecture. First, we will cover the definition of metadata, then a broad overview of how information architecture and metadata relate to each other, then examples of information architecture captured within metadata. Then we will discuss metadata and structured authoring, then metadata and searchability, and end with a conclusion. What is metadata? Metadata is information that describes data. It is data about data. Metadata provides a way to express a description about content digitally, which can be translated and used in many ways. Metadata is expressed by using meta-elements, also referred to as meta tags. Meta tags can be used to describe documents, pages, images, software, video, audio files, and other content objects for the purposes of improved navigation and retrieval. Metadata can be used both broad level and granular level to describe overall publications and the content within. Metadata can be leveraged to improve usability and findability of technical content. The following excerpt is from the Wikipedia page on metadata and describes one of the fundamental uses of metadata which applies to technical writing. A principal purpose of metadata is to facilitate the discovery of relevant information, more often classified as resource discovery. Metadata also helps to organize electronic resources, providing digital identification, and support the archiving and preservation of the resource. Metadata is useful in the field of technical information architecture as it improves usability and findability of content. Metadata is easy and quick to add with markup languages such as XML and HTML. Examples of metadata in technical publications include the title, author, date of creation, language, publisher, subject, keywords, alt text for images, and many more. Any tags that provide information about the content are meta tags. In HTML, metadata about a web page goes inside of the meta tag. Metadata is directly linked to structured authoring. Structured writing is all about adding metadata to content so that the content can be processed in various ways. Tables of contents, indexes, headings, chapters, and other structural elements are all defined by metadata. Metadata such as p tags and headings enable content to be structured and organized rather than just a stream of words. Metadata can be used to support metadata-driven systems for powerful navigation. For example, you can organize content to only appear under certain conditions, such as for a certain operating system or software version, if the appropriate metadata is added and leveraged. Or, you can filter existing content within a system to appear by category. Another example of metadata-driven navigation is context-sensitive online help. Metadata is added at the topic level and is programmed to open when a user clicks for help on the corresponding GUI page. The metadata added to the topic level are specific IDs which correspond with the help buttons on each GUI page. Other uses for metadata in technical writing include improving quality and consistency within a document and generating linking, such as cross-referencing. A component content management system, or CCMS, can use metadata to enhance an organization's content development workflow. Teams can leverage metadata with a CCMS to filter certain author or content that needs to be reviewed, or filter by location to help distribution when outputting content. When using DITA, some metadata attributes are enabled by default, such as author, audience, and product. DITA also allows you to specialize additional metadata elements to your organization's unique needs. A CCMS can connect to an authoring tool to populate certain metadata values automatically, such as author, corporation, etc., when a content creator logs into the system. An example of this is XMetal and SDL Live Content Architect, which is used by my company, and the author field and corporation fields are automatically populated with our corporation. We have other specialized metadata and a structured authoring guide that we follow, which tells us what other metadata we must add to our books, which ensures consistency. Metadata is a powerful resource to boost search engine optimization of web-hosted content. Web metadata provides efficient searchable handles for content. The keywords element can be used to enter phrases and words that describe the content, which will improve search rankings for those terms. The title and meta description tags can also be used to place the keywords and relevant descriptions of the content. These descriptions are visible to search engine crawlers. Using metadata helps search engines index your web page more effectively because they are able to understand what content it contains. In addition, the title and description meta tags are picked up by the search engine when they display search results to the end user. Here's a screen capture which shows how title and description meta tags improve search results. If you do not include meta tags about the title and description of the page, Google will take an excerpt from your site, which likely won't capture the overall description of what your page contains. Including a relevant title and description will help guide users to your site. The more metadata, the more information Google will have about your website, and thus the more likely they will index it properly. The more accurately your website is indexed, the more likely you will receive relevant traffic. Using metadata will also help search functionality within a website. The short description and title tags will help users sift through and locate the information they are searching for when using a search bar and sifting through web pages within a site. Other metadata can also help with search functionality within a website. For example, users can narrow search results by filtering by metadata such as date, author, category, and more. In conclusion, metadata is a powerful resource technical writers can use to improve navigation and retrievability of their content. Metadata can specify information about the content to organize and improve search results. Metadata enables structured authoring and consistency across a document. Metadata is flexible and customizable to your needs. And the more metadata that you can include, the better. Finally, listed here are my references. This concludes my presentation on metadata. Thank you for watching.